What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. If you've been keeping up to date, yesterday on the trail, had the boost shear bolt off in the track, had to do the quick swap. So didn't get to ride it. We got her fixed up last night. I really do want to get more time on the boost because I'm such a big advocate on the NAs. The 9R has just been absolutely phenomenal, especially with the lower snow conditions we've been having this season. So this has just been king. So we're planning on playing in some trees where we wanted to yesterday, into some more technical tight trees where, you know, I find the 9R is kind of king, and I just want to get more seat time on the boost to see if I can get in that same confidence level with this guy. So that's the plan. Really quick, I wanted to talk on just a couple other things that I've been trying this season, and one of them being these Tempest goggles. I'm not sponsored, not an affiliate whatsoever. I just bought a pair because I needed a new pair and have been hearing a lot of things about them. I have just the one day on them. Fogging wise, really impressed. Zero fogging throughout the day. They're fully automatic, so you just wear them like normal goggles and they just do their thing, which is awesome. Yesterday, we had layered up pretty good because it was cold, and then did some technical riding later in the day where you're working a lot and not moving a whole ton, and was getting really, really hot. And so just a perfect opportunity for fogging, and they did really well. Didn't fog up at all. One thing I will mention, if you've got a bigger head like this guy right here does, I find with these goggles, the frame of the goggles rides right on my brow, almost to the point of where it's like uncomfortable. If the goggle's a little too tight, I can feel the inner frame on the goggle is pressing against my brow, and like no foam is making contact. So definitely a smaller field of view. It's right in my peripherals. And like I said, oftentimes it moves a little bit and I can feel that frame on the brow. So comfort wise, I wish they were a little bigger. Again, if you had a smaller head, probably not gonna be the case. But for you big melon heads out there like me, that might be an issue more long term. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on what I feel, but the lenses themselves are great and the anti-fog is working really well. So we'll keep you updated there. But basically, we're gonna tackle another day. Like I said, big mission is to just try to get really aggressive and try to build that same confidence on this boost as I can with the 9R. Let's give it a shot. Look at this. Basically get into the trees here, and then it's just wicked tree riding all past this, and by the looks of it, should be untouched. So one thing I'm gonna try today as well, and I want your guys' opinion, is running my Insta360 and my GoPro. Now keep in mind, this is an older GoPro 8. Still does 4K, but doesn't have the same wide angle like the newer ones do. But I've been tossing around the idea of going back to a GoPro versus the 360. This older GoPro is a little finicky. The batteries just decide to die with full battery percentage sometimes. So I'll try to get some film with it. We'll just throw in some different clips today, and let me know what you guys think. Do you like the 360 view better? You like the GoPro? What are your thoughts? Easy peasy. Okay, I'll take a little different of an angle. Nice little first line of the day. Look at this. Right on.
bit looking over. Darn it.
Jumping back and forth from the 165 to the 155, definitely noticed a difference. Can't hesitate nearly as much with the 155. Even right here, you know, little hesitation looking at these trees. 100% would have gotten away with this with the 165. 155, hesitate for a little bit, try to get back onto it, just wants to trench. Definitely some adjustments jumping back and forth in these two machines, especially since I've got the 2.75 on the boost. So shorter track, shorter lug on this and more power. So definitely don't have as much room to hesitate. I just pulled the front end over a little bit, still uphill here, but should be able to do the old pin and wiggle and push.
Okay, here we go. I step off of the machine, throttle and push. Okay, moved a bit, flatten it back out. Go from this side. There we go. Now I can just get on it and we're free.
We found the cliff edge. Dustin is right on the edge with that little tree right there, pretty well the only thing holding him from going down the cliff. He stopped and pulled his front over. When you get in situations like this, it's best to just stop, take the time, get yourself in a better situation. Yes, sir. And that's when you do throttle out. Perfect. Okay, let's wrap around and try to get down there. Found a nice mellow spot to come down. Now we are in the goods. Drainage is pretty gradual here. And you've got these awesome steeper sides to play up. Love terrain like this where, you know, it's pretty mellow, pretty gradual. Then you can pick your difficulty level. You stay to this side, gets steep. This side's more mellow. A little bit for everybody here.
Alrighty. Slow motion flop. is sick. Ah, shoot. That's gonna be a fun one. So my track tells a perfect story here of where I went wrong. You can see there's really hard ice crust layer below. Started washing out here, and you can just see started getting nose high, track low. And then this is where I made my mistake. Started getting really exaggerated and I let off the throttle, got back on the throttle, and then that was just that final, put me almost vertical. And of course, hesitated and looked down, and naturally that's where the Sled's gonna go. This 155, getting used to it. 165 in these situations will hold this edge a lot better and not wash out the same way. So once again, used to having the luxury of that bit of hesitation where I probably would have got away with it here, but with the 155, I just didn't. I let off, got back on. That was the final nail in the coffin. Now we're here.
If anyone remembers my stuck like this, we're about 800 meters from where I did the exact same thing.
Yeah, we can drop the clip in right now and they look awfully similar. We can dig out a little bit of a coffin here and flip it over on its side. But luckily, the Sled's actually not even touching the tree. The branches kind of stopped it, so no harm, no foul. This is where she likes to be, as we all know. We'll get her out and carry on. Mission successful. By far my biggest shovel of the season yet. Once we dug enough underneath, the two of us got it to flip over relatively easy. No harm whatsoever to the Sled. So all is well. I did not put a toque or my hood, so I've got Sonic the Hedgehog going on here, just frozen. So this will be a good test for those Tempest goggles. This is all gonna melt and create a whole lot of humidity in my helmet, so we'll let you know if she fogs up or not. Oh, hello. Oh, that's good. Not gonna stop me though.
Okay, 1 foot off, 1 foot loaded, ready to push, and then jump on and go. Dustin's track down there. So before I cut up and get out of here, I can see Dustin's track below. Got him on the radio. I'm just going to tag onto his track just so we don't get too split up. Go find him and then we'll work up together. Good. Well, I'm gonna film you and then I'll catch up. Oh. Very nice. Joys of being the cameraman. Always getting roosted. Good? Good. Got my helmet and my goggles cleaned out. Another good test for the Tempest, getting full of snow on the inside. Dustin pulled up, went that way, so I'll go up this way and meet up. Whoa. Dustin track's just there going that way. This is wicked. Dustin's track. So good. That's fun. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Feels good to do some pow carbs.
Oh, it's been a minute.
Oh, it has been a hot minute. Down we go.
A lot of sled noises, but oh, there he is. Oh, he is working for it. Oh, good save. Good save.
complaints about this day.
Pretty wicked.
My energy tank is pretty low. I think we kind of just find our trees out and call it a day.
Well, the truck's been getting a lot of attention this trip.
We turned the escape shop into a tire shop. And we've got the world's smallest air compressor doing the job. But I had a slow leak that we just patched up. Got Seth, the tire man right here, just came from the States, riding out in BC, and he just happens to be an expert in the matter, so put him to work. Earning your stay. Get that sucker put back on, pump for about 12 hours straight, and we might get a few PSI in there.
Okay, we've got the tire back on. We've got some air in it, so we are ready to go for tomorrow. There's just always something going on in the shop here. One of the few days where we didn't really have anything to do with the sled, so we just backed the truck in and we're gonna be ready first thing tomorrow. Overall, it was an awesome day. Having just two guys, man, we covered ground today and found some new spots that we hadn't seen before, found some good snow, despite the conditions now being not the greatest. So overall, just a phenomenal day. A quick debrief on the boost. Obviously there were some growing pains. I haven't rode it in quite a while and I was getting a little more used to the 165 9R, which this is just definitely not as forgiving. I can tell it has so much more power and track speed, but just doesn't have the traction and the forgiveness that the 165 and the bigger lug does. So yeah, some growing pains. We got a little upside down in the tree today, but no harm done to the sled anyways, just my confidence. After that, it was just phenomenal. Really, the biggest thing I noticed is after that giant shovel session, definitely taxed my energy levels quite a bit. And later in the day, it was just so good. We kept riding, and I could definitely feel the fatigue kicking in, and it just really made that boost feel like 1,000 pounds. I could just feel I had to work so much harder to hold an edge with it. I definitely feel that way with the boost. It just takes more energy to ride it. There's no doubt. I do find that when I go from the 9R for a bit back onto the boost, I override this, and that doesn't help the situation. It takes more energy when I override it. Like I said earlier, I just want to get more time on it so I can get more comfortable, get more accustomed to riding it where I'm not overriding it and whatnot and not having to use as much energy. But at the end of the day, it's phenomenal. It works so well with the SRP clutching and the 20 horsepower tune. Just really cleans up the power band. Then we got into some wicked stuff today and I loved it. So it's on the truck. We'll see what we get into tomorrow and hopefully it's not into a tree wall. We'll see you guys in the next one.